Hey everyone, welcome back to Break Tag Stacking. In today's video, I want to talk a little bit about this article I found going over silver production, global silver production. And one of the interesting things that this article touches on is the certain area where 50% of the global silver is produced. Now, I have done videos from this website before. I do like their style. They do a good job visualizing the topics that they're talking about, and this was something that interested me, and I said they did a good job covering it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to jump onto the computer and quickly go over this article. Okay, so this is the article that I want to talk about here. It is on the Visual Capitalist, and like its name, this is a good website that actually does a good job visualizing the topic that they're discussing. I have done some videos from this website before, and this one, the title is Visualizing the Global Silver Supply Chain. So just getting down here, it says silver is as versatile as metals get, with applications in several industries. So yes, for all of this silver that's being mined and produced, most of it is going towards the industrial sector here. And it says the world needs a stable supply of silver for the silver-intensive future that lies ahead, including like renewable energy, electronics, jewelry, and investment. Just scrolling down here, this is the top 20 producers of silver. So here's the map. I will go back to this map, but I'm just going to go down. They actually have it listed in order from 1 to 20. So I just skipped down the article a little bit because they actually listed the 20 countries in order here. So you can see Mexico, Peru, and China are all up in the hundreds of millions of ounces, though they are definitely ahead of the fourth place. So the top three are, they're miles ahead of the rest of the pack there. And Mexico is just that much more ahead of the second place as well. So it is quite a lead that Mexico has in the production of silver. And then continuing down, Australia is in fifth, and then Russia, Poland, United States, Bolivia, and Argentina round out the top 10. And then going into the back half of the list here, India, Kazakhstan, Sweden. Good to see Canada on here. Obviously, if you've been watching my channel for any amount of time, you do know that I am Canadian. They are 14th on this list. The only African country on here is Morocco, and then Indonesia, then Uzbekistan, Papua New Guinea, the Dominican Republic, and Turkey rounds out the top 20 list there. So yes, I just wanted to go back onto the map here just so you could visualize where those countries are on the map. It is, they say 50% of the global silver production comes from South and Central America. And as you can see there in the top 10, 5 of them were from that general area, with the Mexico and Peru being the top 2. They make up a big chunk of that part of the country there, and they produce quite a bit of silver. But in that general region, you also have to worry about different things going on, and it says volatile links here. And then it says the concentration of silver production in South and Central America puts it at risk of disruptions that can rattle entire industries. So it doesn't really go into too much detail here into some of the specifics on what the conflicts would be. But they do have the number of mining conflicts in these Latin American countries here, and it has Mexico at 55. So I'm assuming that's like 55 individual conflicts that have been reported as of 2020. Not sure what the time period they're quoting here is. It says as of June 2020, but what is this sample size from? Is it from 2010 to June 2020, or is it from 1980 to 2020? So this graphic here might not be the best. I'm going to scroll down. They do have just a regular article after the visualized part, so it might go a little bit more in depth in the written part. I don't know, but they don't really give too much information on what exactly some of the conflicts that they're facing are. But it does say that 3 of the top 5 mining countries in the world have the highest number of mining conflicts in Latin countries. So this is one thing that I didn't really know until I started stacking silver and buying silver and sort of just, looking and trying to educate myself, is that the primary silver mines only account for 27% of silver production. I didn't realize it was that small. I thought it would be a much bigger chunk, but the majority, like 73% of silver that's produced, comes as a byproduct of other metals being mined. As you can see the breakdown here, the biggest chunk comes from lead and zinc, then 25% is copper, and then gold is at 16%, and then they have a little sliver there for the 1% for other. So you can see that's the breakdown of the other metals and where the primary sources of the silver being a byproduct of these three metals. And then here they're giving a little profile here to Nevada. It says bringing silver back to the silver state. It says Nevada is known as the silver state for its rich history of silver mining, and is second today in silver producing of all U.S. states, with Alaska being number one. And Nevada offers several advantages to mining companies, from friendly policies to infrastructure availability. And then it goes on continuing, politically stable and mining friendly, world's top mining jurisdiction for investment attractiveness, access to infrastructure, extensive transportation networks, and it says economic significance, 3.3 billion in GDP created by the mining industry. So yes, Nevada is definitely trying to continue their claim to being the silver state with everything that they're doing here with silver production. And it goes down here that Tonopah is apparently Nevada's silver primary district. And it says the Comstock lode was Nevada's first great silver discovery, producing 192 million ounces over its lifetime. After the decline of Comstock lode, Tonopah led the resurgence of silver mining in Nevada. That's the end of the visualized charts that they have here. Like I said, they do have basically everything just written down in an article here. But anyways, that was the article that I wanted to talk about here. Again, I do like looking at these articles from the Visual Capitalist. They do a good job with, visualizing what they're talking about. And I am a visual learner, so I do like whenever a good silver or gold topic pops up on this particular website. So yeah, that is it. That is the article that I want to show you there. Like I said previously, I do enjoy making videos on some of the topics that they discuss on the Visual Capitalist. Just because I am a visual learner, I do like articles that have that factor to it. And the infographic style that the Visual Capitalist uses, I find very good. It's easily digestible, and I think it's also good that they go ahead and write basically just a regular article underneath it that will, maybe go into a little bit in depth with stuff that they couldn't quite put on the infographic for visualization. So it's also good to go and just kind of read through that entirely as well. So I did leave a link in the description if you want to go and read through the article as well. But yes, like I said, that is it for today's video. Let me know in the comments if you liked the video, if it was informative at all. I know for a lot of people it is something that they do know a fair bit about, like the byproduct with the silver. I didn't know it was that little that was, of silver mining was actually focused primarily on mining for silver. I didn't realize that it was most of the silver that you see, whether it's investment in whatever the sector it is, most of it is coming as a byproduct of being mined from another metal. And like I said, I didn't realize that until I was well into my stacking career here. But anyways, like I said, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you come back for the next one. Thank you.